I'm living in Biripi country in Port Macquarie. Originally my family came to Australia in the late 1800s as settlers out in Western Queensland. But when I grew up near the ocean. We spent most of our time at the beach, and so I combined my love of the ocean with my nerdiness for science, and my career has been in marine and coastal science and conservation. NAIDOC Week is such a celebration of Aboriginal people's strength, resilience, creativity. So I was born in March 1967, just before the 1967 referendum. If I had been born to Aboriginal parents, I would not have been considered a citizen in my own country. I would have been managed under a Flora and Fauna Act. I could have been stolen from my parents. So that is why truth-telling is so important. This is within our generation, this is within our lifetimes. So an important part of truth-telling is truth listening from our part. And that can be uncomfortable sometimes. That might involve the behaviour and the actions of our ancestors. But that is so important, because without that we can't build a strong future on a half-truth history. EPA has been doing really well in our journey to support Aboriginal communities. We have formalised the Aboriginal People's Knowledge Group in the last 4 years. Another really exciting project that I've been involved with recently is a forestry matter, where we were able to incorporate statements and evidence of cultural harm from Gumbaynggirr custodians in a matter where there was an illegal harvest of giant hollow-bearing trees. What that meant was there was a restorative justice process where Gumbaynggirr custodians sat with forestry and the EPA, and very deeply moving accounts of how that harm impacted on the spiritual health, but also directly on the health and well-being of Aboriginal people. That evidence went to court, to the Land and Environment Court, and was considered in the judgment. And the result was that the fine imposed on forestry was one of the largest that has ever been handed down. I think from an EPA perspective, the most important thing that people can do is to really fully implement the EPA Statement of Commitment to Aboriginal Peoples. A lot of people are afraid to lean into this, are afraid to speak up, because they're worried about saying the wrong thing. I think if you go into this with respectful curiosity, with an open heart, and you ask questions, and you are not there to fix things, you are there to support, that's a really good start. And if you do that, if you have the privilege of working with, talking to, spending time with Aboriginal people, it'll change your life and it will change the world.